Hi guys, my name is Chris Madrid, and I'm here today because I'm a concerned parent about trying to fight childhood obesity. There's a lot of controversy about it, but there's one thing that no one can deny, that obesity leads to illnesses. And not just physical illness, but mental illness, and especially in our kids. No one wants to see an unhappy child. Okay, it's very serious. I love my kids. I'm pretty sure y'all do, or I know you guys do. Everybody loves their kids. Um, One thing I just want to start off by, which was real alarming to me when I was researching this, was, according to the CDC, approximately 17%, 17, or roughly 13 million people just in the U.S. from age 2 to 19, children, our children, are obese, which is real alarming. It's, obesity comes with a whole bunch of problems that we don't need. Um, People have enough of their own problems, and we don't need to add to them. And we don't need to give it to our kids. Because when it comes down to it, your kids are a reflection of the parents in all aspects. You know, you're molding them to become great adults, to know how to take care of themselves, for them, so they can take care of their kids whenever you're grandparents. Um, you know, uh, you know, I have two beautiful girls. They're my world. Your kids are your world, and I just, I just want to share what I know and what I've seen and experienced with you guys. Some of you have never even heard of childhood obesity, but it's out there. Or some of you, you've heard of it, you've seen it, but you just never thought about it. It's nothing, but it is something. And I worked out in Houston at the Texas Children's Hospital for about 2.5 years, and they have a program there that what they do is help against and fight childhood obesity and work with parents on how to do it and all that stuff. Just to, they're there for the kids basically. And I was a case manager there, and it's sad to say, but over 80% of the patients, over 80, were children and obese. 80%. There were some overweight, but over 80%, almost 100. You have 100 kids, over 80 of them are obese. That's, that's not good. It comes with a whole bunch of comorbidities, which can fire off a lot of other stuff. Those of you who don't know what a comorbidity is, it's basically you have this disease, and now it's causing all these other diseases because of that main one. Like, for instance, obesity can cause asthma, hypertension, diabetes, sleep apnea. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. Um, you know, Another reason why I'm here today is, I just want to share with you guys what we can do as parents to decrease and prevent childhood obesity. Is it hard? Yes. But is it possible? Yes. So, that's all it takes is effort. If you have the effort and the drive, you can do it. We got to start off by, increasing, more activity in your life, in your kid's life, balancing calories, taking care of your appetite, of your kid's appetite. It starts off with you, though, guys. It starts off with you. It's kind of like monkey see, monkey do type things. It starts off with you. I remember being a kid, 5 years old, watched my dad shave. Now I'm over there shaving, which I didn't even have peach fuzz yet. We can do it. So, what causes obesity in children? How can a child become obese and yet they have all this energy? Well, one thing I would have to say is subconsciously, a lot of people don't see it. We don't realize it's there, but you see it every day. Any takers? Advertising. How many times you watch a movie or you watch TV series, on television or you're watching the news, a commercial hits, and now you see KFC, Red Robin, Red Lobster, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Subway. I mean, all this stuff. And or you're getting off work, picking up the kids, doing this, and now you're on I-27, I-40 here in town, and oops, now you see a huge sign, La Fiesta, uh, Rudy's, Red Robin, Saltgrass. I mean, you see all that stuff. Yeah, some of those places you can order some good food, yes you can, but a lot of them, they're made with bad stuff. I mean, not bad stuff, but you can just get a more complete, better meal, a higher nutrient quality meal. Go to the groceries and you cook it yourself at home. Um, you know, celebrate every now and then. Yeah, that's okay. Um, so advertising, just don't let it get you. Try your best. Another thing is a sedentary lifestyle. Some of you might ask, what is that? It's basically where you have no physical activities going on in your life, where all you do is sit down, you walk, watch TV, watch movies. Um, and a sedentary lifestyle in today's age is the norm. It's normal. I mean, with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, video games, computers. I mean, it's so easy just to, you have every reason to stay inside, no reasons to get outside. And we should turn that around, those of you have children, give them go get a trampoline, or get inventive and play some games in the backyard or in the front yard, put out a sprinkler in your front yard and let the kids just run around. They'll love it. I know some of you probably did that as kids. I know I did, and I loved it. I don't know any kids that don't love it. We just have to try find that happy medium. Don't get obsessive, but we got to do it enough. Another thing, is another cause is a busy lifestyle. It's hard nowadays. We got single parents working 2 jobs, one going to school. Then they're working after that, and then you got to pick up the kids, and now you're tired. You don't feel like cooking. You got laundry to do, so it's just so much easier. Order a pizza, put in some ramen noodles, raviolis, Hungry Man. But all those have a lot of preservatives in them, which aren't healthy for you, and which help you store fat. If you want to store fat, that's what they're good for. But they're just not good for you for an everyday thing. We got to come to a point where we have to slow down our own life. We have to slow it down. Just try your best. I know there's only so much you can do, but, just try your best. Another cause is, financial status. Some of us, it's cheaper to eat cheap food. Hey, 99-cent burger. There's a reason why it's 99 cents. Better quality food costs more money. And if you can't afford it, there are resources here in Amarillo that will help you, if you qualify, get high quality food at the grocery store, and you can cook it. Nice food. We didn't talk about what causes it. So now what happens when you are obese? Well, there's a number of things. Physical health conditions, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, which leads to heart disease. Like I said over there at that Texas Children's Hospital, you'll see a kid walking in with, 10 years old, 11 years old, walking in with 148, 155 over 88, 155 over 95. I've seen that numerous of times. And that's not good. That's blood pressure that a 60-year-old man should have who smoked cigarettes or who did smoke cigarettes for over 20 years, we need to fight this. This is very serious. That 155 over 90, 155 over 95 for a child is terrible. The top number is your systolic, which your systolic is the amount of pressure it takes for your left ventricle to pump out the blood to feed your rest of the body. And, and then the bottom number, has to be under 80. Top number has to be below 140. Bottom number has to be under 80. And, the bottom number is the amount of pressure at your ventricle relaxing, filling up with blood, and if it's at high pressure, it's not going to fill up with enough blood, and then now your heart is just going to start pumping faster. That way it can get it out there because it's trying to compensate for not the blood that it's getting, and now your heart's just beating fast, which raises your blood pressure even more, even on the systolic side. And then, as you age and you get older, and that goes on for years, they got a thing called a ventricular remodeling. You know, your heart is a muscle, and your left ventricle is pumping so hard all the time, try to compensate for that high diastolic, and you know, it just gets bigger and bigger because it is a muscle. Like I said, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually it's just going to stop because it's too heavy. And you know then that's what you call CHF, chronic heart failure. And then, I mean, kids don't need to be in that situation at all. You know, then you got type 2 diabetes, which is a massive problem. Comes with a whole bunch of comorbidities, such as hypertension. Hypertension is a bad one. You know, then you got psychosocial issues, you know, low self-esteem, which lead to poor academic and social performance. You know, they don't want to be friends. They want to isolate themselves just because, you know, this poor low self-esteem. And then, you know, they also have self-discrimination. You know, I mean, they're targets. I mean, you know, they can't help that, but they're a target. You know, we don't need to put them in that situation. You know, and all this can lead till they're adults. So now that we know what childhood obesity can do, what are we going to do to fix it? I mean, there are numerous things we can do. I mean, you know, ignore less healthy food advertisement. Enhance and do more physical activities with your life, and then your kids will do it right after you. Slow down. You know, slow your life down. I know you're in a rush, but slow down. And seek out, if you have to, if you qualify, seek out state benefits. I mean, everyone needs help. If someone told you they never had help for anybody, they're lying. You know, and then, I mean, we can all do it, guys. It starts with you. It starts with the parents. So, causes of obesity, you know, I don't went over them. You know them. And, you know, there probably are more. So, we really got to fight it, guys. It's so imperative. It is paramount that we take care of this issue. You know, I know, you know, the advertising, you got to ignore it. Please ignore it. Sedentary lifestyle. Change that. Change it. Get out of the house. Move. Have some fun while you're doing it. You know, financial status. If you need help, there is assistance out there. Don't be afraid. I mean, don't be scared. If you need anything, as soon as we get done, I will find you the person to call. I will give you the phone number. And if I don't know the phone number, if I don't know the person, I will find it for you and contact you tomorrow or whenever you want me to. Because I'm here for you guys. But most of all, I'm here for the kids. You know, and then the health problems. I mean, we can't be setting our kids up for chronic issues later on in life, you know? I mean, we just can't be doing that. And then psychosocial problems. I mean, sometimes that is worse than the physical issues. I mean, low self-esteem, depression, stress. No 10, 15-year-old needs to have that. I mean, it's not right. I mean, no human needs to have it, but especially not your kids. I mean, kids should be happy, running around, joyful, loving life, not hating life, not hating to go to school. So let me close by saying that it is possible to fight obesity, and it's our turn as parents to impact our community with positive statistics such as, hey, maybe one day, you know, front page, bulletin, all caps, in quotations, Times Magazine, the news, CNN, it could say, the community of Amarillo drops the childhood obesity percentage for Texas. I'm waiting for that day. And with me, with you, most of all, parents, that's where it starts. Everyone needs to do their role, do their part, and we can put this to an end, guys. We can. We put ourselves here, now we can stop it. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, let me know.